CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, June 16th, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Yesterday we announced news that the CEO and chairman of Anbang, the big insurance conglomerate, which also owns property worldwide, including the Waldorf Astoria, the chairman Zhao Wu, apparently has been detained, finally officially admitted that he has been detained by police in China. Now we have news that Chinese authorities have reportedly asked banks to suspend certain dealings with Anbang Insurance. This is amid an ongoing investigation into the insurer. According to Bloomberg, at least 6 Chinese banks have stopped distributing Anbang insurance policies. About 90% of life insurance premiums at Anbang stem from retail sales at banks. There's also an article in the New York Times today indicating that premiums flowing into Anbang have dipped precipitously since April, when news first surfaced of the investigation into the company. Earlier today, Queen Elizabeth and Prince William visited a relief center for Grenfell Tower fire victims. Police have now confirmed that at least 30 people died in the fire, and 76 more are now officially listed as missing. This means they have not turned up at hospitals, and they are not amongst those found alive or injured. So it is a safe assumption that these 76 will eventually be added to the dead, which means that over 100 people may well have been killed in that fire. There is now focus on the exterior cladding that was added to the building in 2016, last summer, as part of a refurbishment of the building. The exterior cladding, as we have cited in the past, has been a cause for 25-story and plus towers in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates going up in flames. Allianz and Dual Insurance, respectively, provide product liability and professional indemnity cover for Harley Facades, which installed the exterior cladding on the Grenfell Tower. Police caution, as do news reports, that as of this time no direct link has yet been established between the cladding and the fire. Meanwhile, the Norwegian insurer Protector Forsikring has revealed that the Grenfell Tower itself is now covered with a £20 million policy. Additionally, Protector believes that other costs, including rehousing some of those residents, is going to take the total loss up above £25 million. Reinsurance is handled, according to Protector, by Munich Re, which will pick up almost the entire cost. That's a direct quote from the CEO of Protector. So Munich Re looks like it's going to be the company that's going to pay the lion's share of the cost, upwards of about £25 million associated with this blaze. The international accounting firm Ernst & Young has estimated that the overall Ogden rate change in the UK cost to insurers and reinsurers will come out at about £3.5 billion for 2016 alone. This is going to contribute to a predicted auto insurance premium rate increase of 9% this year. Ernst & Young says that about £2.5 billion of losses have already been publicly disclosed to date that are attributable to the Ogden rate change. Ernst & Young also said that the general election in the UK last week may have created additional uncertainty, and insurers hope that the Ogden consultation and reform discussions with the government and the Lord Chancellor are going to continue as quickly as possible. The Lord Chancellor was recently reassigned to a different job by Theresa May, so that discussion will have to wait a little bit. The IT meltdown that grounded thousands of British Airways passengers 2 weeks ago will cost the airline at least £80 million. Willie Walsh, the chief executive of the BA owner International Airlines Group, told investors that its initial assessment of the gross cost is in order of £80 million. The chaos was triggered by an engineer who disconnected a power supply inadvertently. The major damage was caused by a power surge when the engineer reconnected that power supply. Mr. Walsh apologized, claiming it was a dreadful experience. 75,000 passengers experienced severe disruption. During the outage, a labor union, which represents aviation workers at British Air, claimed that the problems had been caused by British Air making IT staff redundant and outsourcing the department last year. Walsh said that what we do know at this stage is that the failure had absolutely nothing to do with the outsources that we had accomplished. From personal experience, I can tell you that if you're looking to get a favorable treatment or an upgrade or an extra drink on any British Airlines flight, all you need to do is tell the flight attendant, the gate attendant, the check-in attendant that you dislike Willie Walsh too. They will smile at you and treat you like a king. Meanwhile, at United Airlines, problems continue. 2017 has not been a good year for them. We saw the social media frenzy earlier this year when 71-year-old Dr. David Dow was dragged off an airplane with a bloody face after he was supposedly overbooked. And now we see another incident that occurred at Newark Airport just last week. A recently married couple, Rachel Brumfeld and her husband Mike, were sitting at the tarmac in a plane heading to Venice, Italy for a honeymoon. The bride, Ms. Brumfeld, was nervous for her first transatlantic flight and glanced out her window and saw jet fuel streaming out of the plane's wing. Like any other freaked-out modern consumer would, Brumfeld and her husband instantly did two things: stand up and run for the flight attendant and posted a picture on Twitter. The crew did not thank them at all, screamed at them to sit down. The couple persisted until the crew finally looked out the window and noticed the gusher of aviation fuel coming out on the runway as the plane taxied along. Fire trucks soon streamed toward the plane and the flight was canceled. The inconvenienced honeymooners were initially treated well by United. The stewardesses apologized. The pilots invited them up to the cockpit and urged them not to go hard on them on social media, thanked them for their help. And meanwhile, that evening at Newark Airport, the Brumfelds slept on the lobby floor as they waited for a rebooked flight. They were unable to obtain a hotel voucher from United Airlines. As Brumfeld said, she will never fly United again. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Have a good weekend, and thank you for watching.